What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Smoking Tire. My name is Matt Farah, and today we are on our way out in the middle of the desert. We're going back to Spring Mountain, our favorite race course out in Pahrump, Nevada, where our buddy Doug from SwitchCars.com has set up an exotics-only track day. And we've got this beautiful 370Z Roadster we're taking out there, and we're going there because we're going to have a contest to see which of these exotics can go the fastest around a racetrack. And I don't mean lap time, I mean who can attain the highest top speed on the racetrack. So we're gonna have a little contest when we get there. But since I'm here driving this 370Z Roadster, may as well tell you what's up with it. And to answer your first and most obvious question, it is better than the 350 in pretty much every single way. It's got more horsepower, it's got more space, even though the overall package is actually smaller. Corners better, it stops better, it feels better, everything's better. The heart of the 370Z, the VQ engine, which Nissan has been making in one form or another since about 1994, makes 332 horsepower, which allows the Z to get from 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds. Not bad for that kind of price. If I had to describe in one word the way that the Z feels, I would say meaty. Everything about the car feels substantial, chunky, and solid. Steering wheel's nice, thick, and padded. I love the gauges on the dash that face towards the driver. And I like the fact that this car, even though it has sporting pretensions, actually has a trunk that, even though it doesn't look very big, was able to hold all of our camera gear for this trip. I was amazed. When the roof folds down, which takes about 12 to 15 seconds, it doesn't use up any of the trunk space, which is one of the big advantages of a soft top. The base price of the Roadster is $40,000. Our press car has every single option possible. Touring package, sport package, nav, auto, everything, the 19-inch wheels. And that adds up to about $46,000, which may seem like a lot for a Nissan convertible, but believe me, it drives like every bit of that. If there is one car that is worth its price tag that I've driven this year, it's definitely the 370Z Roadster. You know, while I'm doing this review, I'm trying to think of anything about the Z that I don't like. And to be perfectly honest, I can't think of anything. I mean, Tom, you got anything?
No.
Nothing. I mean, we have been driving this car for a few days now, and I can't find a single thing about it that I don't like. It feels better than the last BMW Z4 I drove. I mean, all I can say is this is a good car. But we have a destination, so let's not talk about this car anymore. Let's go to Spring Mountain and let's see some exotics on the racetrack. That's Doug. Doug likes to do burnouts, just like me. And when Doug does burnouts, he can save money on the tires he has to replace because he's a member of the Carbon Fiber Club. When you join the Carbon Fiber Club, you get to save money on all kinds of stuff you'd buy for your car anyway. And the only way to join the Carbon Fiber Club is to go to thesmokingtire.com and click on our link. In fact, if you do that, we'll give you 3 months free of discounts on stuff that you'd buy anyway. I'm Matt Farah. Let's go do burnouts. All right, Spring Mountain, my favorite place on earth. A lot of real pieces of hardware here. I think what we're gonna do is throw some cameras in some of these faster cars, see what kind of speeds they can hit on the back straight. And I've just been informed that my friends from Lamborghini Las Vegas have let me drive this. This is the 2010 Lamborghini Valentino Balboni, 550 horsepower and rear wheel drive. So we're gonna see if I can keep up with some of the big boys on the track and this guy. I really wanted to win this contest, but I would certainly have my work cut out for me. Here's who I'd be against. This is Chip Beck's Ford GT, twin turbocharged by Hefner Performance. On race gas, it can make 1,100 wheel horsepower, but on pump gas, like he's running today, it was detuned to 800, specifically for the road course event. Now, if this were a standing mile event, surely this car would be the clear winner. But because we're on a road course with braking zones involved, I think I might be able to outbrake him and get a higher top speed. Part of going as fast as possible on the straightaway means carrying a lot of speed through the last corner before. And John Bass's VF Engineering Supercharged Audi R8, with its all-wheel drive and 560 horsepower, might be able to edge me based on his straightaway entry speed. This car looks so good that normally I'd argue it would be impossible to not look cool driving it. But in my case, gotta come out there and say it. Big thank you to the guys from Lamborghini Las Vegas who were nice enough to turn over their keys to their Balboni edition Gallardo that is just absolutely making my day. This is gonna be one of those tough reviews because I'm driving such an exciting car that it's gonna be tough to even put thoughts together. We're driving the 2010 Lamborghini Gallardo LP550-2 Valentino Balboni edition, named after the man who is the Lamborghini test driver and has driven just about 70% of all Lamborghinis ever produced. Lamborghini went to him and said, "It's your turn, Valentino. You design the car you want." And he said, "Rear wheel drive." So this car is the first rear wheel drive Lamborghini. Wow, really kicks you in the ass when you shift. First rear wheel drive Lamborghini since the Diablo. Braking is good. Braking is nice. 550 horsepower in this car, 10 less than the all-wheel drive model, although because you don't have the same kind of drivetrain loss that you get with the all-wheel drive car, it actually feels just as fast, if not faster. Making a move. Oh my God, is this car fast. I love Lamborghinis, absolutely love Lamborghinis for the confidence they inspire in the driver. And just because this doesn't have the all-wheel drive, doesn't mean it doesn't feel rock solid at the limit. And I'm not really exploring the absolute limits of this car because, let's face it, it's $200,000 and doesn't belong to me. But on the straightaway, 100, 110, 20, 30 on the brakes. Woohoo! Getting a little squirrely on the brakes there. Oh, it makes me laugh. We interviewed Valentino Balboni at Pebble Beach a couple years ago, and he said that his favorite car Lamborghini's ever built was the Miura because of its purity. And I gotta think that when he had this car in mind, you gotta think this guy has driven every possible variant of Lamborghini, and he knows what he likes. It's like having Michael Schumacher have a custom model Ferrari, the Schumacher edition. Imagine how good that would be. Great with the paddles, you can shift mid-corner and it doesn't upset it. Rev matches perfectly. Get that amazing bark. Getting a point by here. And that's 130 again. God, it's impressive. Feels like you could just beat on it and beat on it and beat on it and beat on it, and it just will not break a sweat. And that's something that I found is consistent with every other Lamborghini I've driven, is that they take abuse so well. This car has been run at every track session today, constantly in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, different drivers, doesn't break a sweat. Well, as I finish my cool down lap and catch my breath, we're gonna have to go in and check the numbers and see who actually performed the best in this test. But confidence is high. Either way, it's been a good day here at Spring Mountain. I'm Matt Farah, you've been watching The Smoking Tire, and I'm pitting in. Well, as the day winds down here at Spring Mountain, I would like to congratulate Mr. Chip Beck for having the highest top speed attained on the track today, 135 miles an hour in the twin-turbo Ford GT. Any words?
Yeah, thank you to Jason Hefner at Hefner Performance in Sarasota, Florida, who built my car about a month ago. It's a complete monster. And to all my good friends at the Ford GT Forum, including David Bannister.
There we go. And I achieved a respectable second place in the Lamborghini Balboni, 131 miles an hour on the back straight. Our third place contestant can't be here right now because he's on a wrecker. But before he wrecked out, 127 miles an hour for the Supercharged Audi R8. I'm Matt Farah, and we've been playing with exotics here at Spring Mountain. I will see you next week on The Smoking Tire.
Walmart had a sale on gears. It's a fobgina. I don't know what else to call it. Evo bends the earth to its will. This car is impossible to drive slowly.